can I say a massive thank you to everyone who's placed some orders. Here's a few that are going out today, and I've got some more that are going out tomorrow as well. So thank you very much. Welcome to a very wet and miserable week on the boat.
Miserable indeed. Miserable.
You pointed at me.
I wasn't
then.
pointing at you.
You were, I saw you.
I wasn't. I was just saying miserable in general.
This week I've been doing Christmas and Christmas baubles. So if you fancy some nice dangly balls on your tree this Christmas, head on over to my Etsy store on my website and they'll be available soon.
There's a link in the description down below, and we'll probably put the address in the screen down below in case anybody's interested. And why wouldn't you be?
Everyone loves a dangly ball on their Christmas tree.
They do, indeed.
This week we've been preparing for Christmas, trying to book shows. I've been down to Wiltshire for blood tests and different things down there. That seems to be a weekly thing at the moment. What have you been doing? You've been working hard, haven't you?
Yeah, writing. That's it, basically. Oh, and doing some of the poems for Julie's and my new book.
Absolutely.
I've put one on our Patreon page. It's entitled August. So if you fancy a look at that, go on over to our Patreon page and give it a read.
Yeah.
Who knows? Be kind. I'm not normally one for writing poetry, but I thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really pleased with the results. So it's getting there. The pages have gone off to the printers for him to scan them through. So yeah, it's going to take another couple of edits yet. It's not going to be ready, unfortunately, before Christmas, I don't think, but sometime in the new year.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a wide parameter. That's 12 months. So, and knowing us, probably nearer to the end of the 12 months than the beginning.
Definitely not.
So
ready for Easter.
Yeah.
To get a bit wide, I think.
a lot of people ask us what life on a boat is actually like. And to be honest with you, most of the time it's pretty mundane. I mean, here's my setup for the day. I've got my laptop, I've got my Jackery, and I've got my mug of tea. So I'm about to start work. It's really foggy outside, really foggy. So there's only one thing you can do on a really miserable grey Monday morning, and that's get your head down and start working.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Chopping up logs.
Oh.
Heat logs.
Okay. I was going to have a look.
Oh, I've got one more there to chop if you want to pass it to me. Just too big.
Huge.
They don't fit in the fire, do they? What makes a heat log doesn't fit in the fire?
I thought you were going to have difficulty chopping them up.
Ah, look, easy.
Simples.
Eh?
That sky again.
Eh?
That sky.
It's a bit angry, isn't it?
It is.
Look at that sky over there, though.
It's like a Simpsons sky. Better put the fire on.
I think we should.
Don't forget your chopper. Your little chopper.
Excuse me. A little bit effective.
You nearly fell in.
Hello, you.
Hardly see Ernie down there in the dark. How you doing, boys? Listening to Classic FM for pets.
Some of you might remember that we had a trolley that we featured previously on another vlog. It was one of those essential things you need for a boat, and we loved our trolley. It was absolutely brilliant until, unfortunately, the mud on the towpath just got the better of it, and the wheel snapped off. So it lasted us 4 years, which was handy. So it had a good innings, but unfortunately it didn't last the distance. So we've got a new trolley. This one's deeper, bigger, hasn't quite got the same robust wheels, but it was a lot cheaper, about half the price. Let me introduce you to our new trolley. In case you're wondering, we got it from the range. It was about 40 quid. I think the other one was about 80 quid, 85 quid, something like that. So half the price. But hey, if it lasts 2 years, it lasts 2 years. If it lasts 3, bonus. But you can't really live on a boat without a trolley. You need some kind of, way to drag coal and diesel and heavy items to and from the boat. So yeah, so this will be a good temporary fix.
It is that day again when we move for water. And even compared to just 2 weeks ago, the leaves are really changed now. In fact, some of the trees are actually bare. We're just doing a little turn and then we will be on our way back to the water point. At the moment we can do this on the River Thames because there's no flow. However, when the river goes into flow, which it will do at some point, this will not be something we can do anymore. And we're going to have a look for other alternative ways of getting water to the boat. I'll show you some of the beautiful properties that we go by to get to the water point. There is always the sound of a leaf blower along this stretch. And this property coming up now was on the market recently for £36 million. Mr. Weir on the back of the boat. And as you can see, the coal for the winter. Ow, look at this, it's like a leaf soup. Mr. Weir was just giving the boat a little reverse then, just to clear some of the leaves from the prop.
As we approach the water point, you'll see we have to turn. It's quite a narrow channel, but we do just fit. Unfortunately, when we did this turn, the water levels were a bit lower than they were previously, and we got stuck. Now, this is where Julie came into her own. She single-handedly manoeuvred that boat so it turned.
If I push this way, hopefully the river will push the boat.
Keep pushing.
I am.
I can't move the pillar at the moment.
Okay. You can go forward a bit if you want.
Huh?
You can go forward. I know you can't see what's happening behind me. But I am turning the boat. castles. We just now reverse onto the water point, and then we're facing the right direction to go back to the mooring. You can tell the weather is still being quite mild here in the UK, because I've still got some flowers here and some buds coming out. And this is in November.
So as you can see, we've got this Jackery plugged into our internet dongle. It doesn't use a lot of power, it's about 1 watt. It's on 98% at the moment. We charged it up maybe 2 or 3 days ago, so it's using minimal power. We keep it plugged in permanently, and this is how we power our dongle. It's just another tool to use in the winter time so that you don't have to put pressure on your battery bank. We find it very useful. We use as well our other Jackery to power our lights. I mean, it's winter time, it gets dark at 4 o'clock. So rather than run the engine and put the strain on the batteries to power the internal lights, we plug them into the Jackery. And when you think about it, that's really what these things are useful for. They come into their own when you need that additional power, especially in the winter months.
So I'm on one of them huge journeys again. The doctors have asked me to come in for another blood test. So it's about an hour and 45 minutes away from where we are at the moment. Obviously got no choice, can't go anywhere closer because they have all my records and it's an ongoing thing. So I had to drive all the way to the doctors. I've just had my blood test. That was the most painful one I've ever had in a long time. I'm not very good with blood tests. I haven't got very good veins, so they seem to disappear every time they try and take blood from me, so that's not good. Really hurts. But what I've done is I've made sure that my journey isn't just all the way here for the doctors, otherwise it's a hell of a lot of petrol to use. What I'm going to do is pop to the printers to pick up some of my prints. I'm also going to drop off a great big folder here of all my other paintings that are for the book that we're doing at the moment. They're going to be scanned for me, and then I can send them off to be published once Mark has finished all the writing, which he's still got a little way to go yet. Tut tut, Mark, hurry up. So I'll do that. I'll also drop off at the post office, see if we've got any post, because we use Post Restant, and we use a fantastic little post office here in Devizes who takes everything in for me, huge parcels and everything, and they're really, really lovely. So I'm going there, see if we've got any post. I'm also going to drop some parcels off because I've got some parcels that need to go out today. So I'm going to do that, and then hopefully going to go to the fuel boat in Hungerford, which is not Hungerford, in Honey Street, which is on my way back, to see if I can pick up some diesel and some coal whilst I'm here on my journey. Right, let's go. So here I am, right outside the framers and the printers, which is brilliant because it's raining. And raining and watercolour paintings do not mix. So I've been to the post office, I've been to the printers, and just on my way back I've just popped into the local pet shop, bought some Christmas presents for the dogs. Things we do. I'm just painting one of the book pages, but it's getting so dark in here. The weather is atrocious outside. I think, Mr. Wirt, I'm going to have to put in some lights. The lights have got to go on. Mark hates us using the batteries during the day, especially when he's trying to get them up to 100%. So I'm going to use the Jackery to power a daylight bulb. Now that should give me enough light to carry on with my painting, because it's an awful day outside.
Now obviously we featured the Jackery in our video this week, not only because obviously Jackery have very kindly given us some units to test, but also because we find them extremely useful when it comes to days like today, or when the winter comes and you want to reduce your overall energy usage. So for things like Julie's paintings, powering lights, things like that, you know, when it gets dark at 4 o'clock, you don't really want to be switching your lights on in your cabin, because it's going to start draining your batteries from 4 o'clock onwards. So it just means less engine usage. Now Jackery have got a campaign called Light Up Your Winter. We thought it would be quite handy to see how it actually works on a boat for us as the nights draw in. And if you pop over to Jackery's website, link will be in the description down below. They're having a Cyber Monday and a Black Friday deal. The information will appear on the screen with me somewhere about here, hopefully, in a second. And you can pop on over there and take advantage of their great deals.
Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free to do. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell icon located around the edge of this screen.
And make sure you leave your comments. We love to hear what you have to say, and Mark will answer every single one.
I'm not going to say the usual thing that I normally say, because we don't really get that many horrible comments.
No, we're quite
You
lucky.
wait, we'll get a flood this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. It's the usuals. But there we go. So thank you for watching, and we will see you
Next week.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Today I'm going to be speaking with Maria from Strumpet and Trollop, who are the people that we got our composting loo from, and she's going to tell us all about how to compost on a boat. And yes, you actually can do it. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what she has to say this afternoon.